in terms of like when I first watched it, I was like, okay, like the episode itself I didn't love, but I loved the potential of the show. And
yeah, that's how I feel on my first watch. I'm like, damn, they could take this cartoon in so many ways. It has so many potential. I really like it.
So many potential.
Shut up. English is hard.
Welcome to the Jake's Meatloaf Podcast. That's the name because that's what our Discord group is called. In this video series, me and my friends, Tulip.
Hi, I'm Tulip. She, her pronouns, please. If you've got the time, you can check out my and my friends' videos at Tulip Garden Gaming.
Tipsy.
Hi, I'm Tipsy. I like cartoons, comics and games, and I sometimes blog about them on some tipsynostalgic.tumblr.com.
Dom.
Hi, so my name is Dom, or Dom if that's how you want to pronounce it. I like to draw, and you can follow me on my Twitter at _deBuggy. I also have some other links down in the description if you want to check out my other stuff. Thank you.
And Chan.
Hi, I'm Chan. I like to make music and watch cartoons.
We'll be watching through the Owl House series and sharing our thoughts on each episode immediately after watching them. I hope to have these videos out weekly since they're all pre-recorded, and once we're caught up with the show, we'll put these out really soon after the new episodes. These are podcast-style discussions, so there's little video editing going on here. So just sit back with a cup of apple blood and listen and enjoy. Check the description to see where you can follow all my friends, and subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to know when new podcast episodes are out. Thank you. Okay, hang on, intro time. How many times am I going to say during this? We'll find out. There we go. There's one. Welcome to the Jake's Meatloaf Owl House podcast. We didn't think of a title for it, so I guess that's the title of it. I'm joined by 4 lovely friends. We're going to watch through the first season and beyond of Owl House and talk about each episode. We just watched episode 1. Some of us have seen it before, but it has been a while since some of us have seen it, and some of us have not seen it.
I haven't seen it.
She hasn't seen it. We don't know we don't talk to her though.
No! What? Why are you so mean to me today?
Okay, who are our newcomers?
I'm a newcomer.
I'm a newcomer. Tulip?
I'm an old-comer.
Old-comer?
How about Dom talks, then Tipsy talks, then I talk, and then Tulip talks, and then Shan talks.
Alright, so I didn't think it was gonna be this good. It has so much... Yeah, for some reason. I didn't think it was gonna be this good. I love the characters. I love Ida. Is that her name?
Yes.
She's my favorite. She's my wife now.
Her voice actress is so
I love
good.
Her voice actress.
Beautiful Gorgeous from Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, you're right. She is that character from Jimmy Neutron.
That's the only thing I know.
I found that out, and then, I thought about that, and I was like, oh no. Yeah, I think the reason I initially watched the show was because I liked the design so much, like, from what I saw, so...
The art's so good and the setup is really good. I want to see, what's the name of the main character again?
Loose.
I want to see Loose develop. I'm very excited for that. But the cast is so great already, and you can... so much potential. It's just good. I really like it. I can't wait to watch more. Alright, Tipsy, your turn.
My turn. I don't have strong impressions, actually, at the moment. It feels a lot like some of the other more recent cartoon first episodes I've seen. I feel like if we watch a few more episodes, I can get a greater sense of this show's personal identity, rather than this episode, which felt a lot more like a casual pilot. I felt that the character designs are lovely. I felt like I like the archetypes that the 3 main characters present. I'm wondering how they're going to bounce off each other in the upcoming episodes and how effective that will be. And I'm wondering how funny the show is going to be as well. There were some funny jokes in this episode.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. I love the little like dialogues that made me laugh so hard. Like it's just like a character complaining, and it was so funny to me.
I think my favorite line of the first episode was when Ida gets like decapitated and she's like, this happens when you're older, and then Luce is like, does it?
Fight against the oppressor.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Crowned.
Yes.
Isn't it your turn?
Yes. So I like it a lot. This is a really good first episode to introduce everything. I think kind of the moral and some of the jokes are like very obvious to a point where it's kind of annoying a little bit. But my favorite thing about the whole series, I only saw the first 3 or 4 episodes, I think, but my favorite thing is that the world, like, I'm very not interested in like fantasy settings. I'm much more interested in sci-fi stuff, so it has to be a cool fantasy setting for me to care. And this is a fantasy setting that's full of like really horribly gross creatures and stuff, so I really like that about it. That's like all the background creatures and the world overall, the background, everything, like that is all so great. That's what hooks me mainly.
Yeah, like the gross character designs are so good.
When I interjected about like the like moral of the episode, sometimes with that stuff I roll my eyes a bit, but then I'm like, oh, it's a show probably aimed at younger audiences, so I try not to hold it against them that much. But when they're like, like, oh, we weirdos gotta stick together, you guys are just weird, I'm like, ugh. But it's someone who's younger would be like, yay, know. So
yeah,
I
not
try
weird
to
for writing fan fiction. Come on.
Yeah, so I try not to be like a 25-year-old like, this message is really stupid. Like, it's really generic.
Yeah.
But
it's another thing too that's interesting about this show is like they're mentioning fan fiction and like mentioning anime music videos and stuff. It's like it's definitely interesting to see so many shows now, or really kind of just this one is the only reason.
Yeah, they all grew up.
But it's like we can relate to it. We can relate to it in a way that we can't relate to other stuff. Like Gravity Falls kind of touched into doing that kind of humor too, but it bothered me in Gravity Falls. But here it's like this is people that know what they're talking about.
Like other shows do that. Like a good example, I think, is We Bare Bears. Has a lot of modern stuff in it, and it's executed
like
pretty
K-pop.
well.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Tulip?
Yeah, well, I like it. Like I was really looking forward to this and what's the other one? Amphibia, because they were like hyped up for a long time. At the time of recording, I am pretty much caught up on Owl House, but I have not seen any of Amphibia, by the way. But yeah, anyway, like so the designs and stuff for those leaked like a long time before the shows came out, and so I was like, hey, these look really cool. And then it finally came out, and I was like, when I first saw this episode, I was like a little disappointed for like literally no reason. Like, probably was because I haven't seen it yet, so it could be anything, and then I saw specifically what it was, and it was like, this vibe isn't quite my aesthetic, so, I don't know. Like, I was a little bit disappointed by it at first, but, like, now, especially on the second rewatch, I think it's pretty good. I love Ida, like everyone's saying.
Ida, best girl.
Definitely.
Yeah, to touch on that, I think the first episode, this is usually people say, oh, it gets better, but I think the first episode is definitely weaker compared to, like,
Really?
how good it gets.
No, yeah, I definitely agree. And I don't want to say too much about, like, what's coming up, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, but I think the whole thing about, like, conforming and how, they don't want anyone to be weird at all, that doesn't really hold up a lot in some of the future episodes, so it was kind of weird to start out with it.
Is being weird an arching? I don't know the word.
Yeah,
is it like a generic plot point for
They
all
like
the
never mention that again.
Weird.
But also,
why
like,
did they make it like the like
one of
That's the entire pre-buys of this episode.
One of my least favorite lines in the first episode is like when the guard was like, "This is what happens if you can't fit in." I'm like, shut up. It's just like, I don't know.
My
but
God.
I think it was a good episode. It was weirdly paced, in my opinion. And what Crown Some we were watching, which was like, "Welcome to pause the Owl House." I'm like, oh my God, the title. But like little things like that, where it's like very clearly a pilot and but like. In terms of, like, when I first watched it, I was like, okay, like, the episode itself I didn't love, but I love the potential of the show. And,
yeah, that's how I feel on my first watch. I'm like, damn, they could take this cartoon in so many ways. It has so many potential. I really like it.
So many potential.
Shut up. English is hard.
I definitely liked watching that my second time here, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm with people now, and we're all collectively happy about it, but I was like... I feel like I enjoyed that more than when I watched it, like, when it first came out.
Oh, that's nice.
Dom likes to react, and it's always fun to watch stuff with people who actually laugh instead of, like... Sometimes I'll watch stuff with my friends, certain friends, and they'll just, like, deadpan watch the whole thing and be like, that was really good, but I'm like, then how come you looked like you wanted to die the whole time? But, like, Dom likes to laugh, and Tipsy laughed. It's gonna be fun. I think you guys are really gonna like it.
I can't hold in my laughter, okay?
No, I love it. It's great. It's great.
I'm relieved to see my assessment was correct. The show developing a stronger identity of its own Like, the start of this show reminded me an awful lot of the first episodes of Gravity Falls and Star versus the Forces of Evil. Oh, and 12 Forever.
Do you guys
oh my gosh,
recognize
12
King?
Forever.
Do you guys recognize King's
Oh,
voice?
definitely.
Of course
yes.
I
I
recognize
really
him.
okay.
Like Alex
Yeah.
Hirsch is all over this show.
Yes.
Personally, I did not recognize him until you said, "Oh, here comes Bill Cipher," and I'm like, "What is this voiced by Alex Hirsch?" And then I listen, I'm like, "Oh my god, yeah."
King is like my favorite character, but just because I think he's the cutest, like second cutest cartoon character in existence.
Second cute. Oh my god, you
Yeah.
almost said cutest cartoon character in existence.
I saw a theory, an awesome theory, that King is actually Bill Cipher reincarnated after the ending of
God.
Gravity Falls.
Oh my god.
Did you know Hootie is also Alex Hirsch? By the way.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, Hootie's interesting. But yeah, other than that, the only thing I have left to say is like the design of the Warden when he like takes the mask off. He's so cool. They have a lot of really cool monsters in this show that I really respect.
Definitely, even some of the like animation there in this episode was really good too.
Yeah, the animation when he was like running after them.
There was
What
that
the
one
heck?
moment when the warden started chasing them, and it like was so smooth.
God, it's so cool. I want to watch the next episode. Let's do it.
I also want to say I really like the title. Was it A Lying Witch and a Warden? I mean, it's definitely
Oh, yeah.
a reference to like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe for sure. It's a reference to that, but also the title on its own has a really good cadence that I like a lot.
Oh yeah, we
So
want to rate it.
We want to rate it, but also do if we have any other things to say, we can do that as well. So Dom first.
I will give it a 9 out of 10 because I like it. It has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
It's great. I have a lot of expectations for it actually, which I hope will not be ruined in the future because I have big high hopes now for it.
Wow, you've got so many theories already, have you?
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, I have so much. All right. How about you, Tipsy?
I give it 3 out of 5. It's fine. It doesn't blow me away or make me
That's not a
invested,
10
but it's fine.
scale.
Oh, out of a 10 scale, then it will be 6 out
A
of
6.
10.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say 3 out of 10. I was like, jeez.
Yeah. 3 out of 10. I didn't like the Warden guy.
No.
Well, I didn't like the joke of the warden guy wanting to date her. I think that's like stupid. But
Well,
I
I
didn't
thought
mind
that, but then also the like characters treated it as stupid as I thought it was, so that helped it for me a little.
I like that Luce was like, I hate everything you're saying.
Yeah, I think that was great. How about you, Crowned? What's your
yeah, I would say probably 8 out of 10, but like close to 7, but I think 8 just because the stuff that's good about it as an introduction and stuff is really good. It's just kind of some of the writing stuff I didn't like that much, but the rest is great.
For me, like, last thought I have about the episode is the part where Ida was saying, like, every myth that your world has is leaked out of our world. I don't like that because, like, I don't know, it sounds really generic and it's also not relevant at all to anything
Yeah, I was
that happens
gonna
later.
say, like, if we never see the human world, that doesn't even matter unless they just want to, like, make a joke about Bigfoot later on or something.
Yeah, but the trick about
Yeah.
giraffes, that was funny. I liked that.
She said the giraffes were banished. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, so anyway, like I said, this episode's not the strongest compared to what's coming up. I don't like giving low scores because I don't want to seem mean, so I'm going to say 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
Too much water?
My score is also 7.
All right. Why?
I really I enjoyed it. I think it's mostly like I'm leaning towards 8, but I think the first episode like had a lot of issues with the writing and it didn't grip me as much as it could have in terms of I don't know, just like certain things, but like it's hard. It's kind of harder to score these when I like know what comes next. But I think trying to think of it as an episode alone, I think it could have been better. So 7, yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
All right. There
All
it
right.
is.
Then we'll move on to episode 2. See you there,
Episode 2!
viewer person. Woohoo!
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, and super special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to know when I post a new video. Be sure to stay tuned for more new videos and live streams. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok to get frequent updates and video clips. And consider supporting me on Patreon for just $2 a month to get some behind-the-scenes content, like scripts and review notes, and even early videos. Once we get about 20 Patreon supporters, I'll start a Discord server for us to chat.